Miljane, reci nam kad smo live.
Važi, evo čekam samo odgovor od Mine da mi potvrdi da smo live.
Možete početi.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We welcome you to our third and final day of Virtual Security Summit 2020. I'm glad that I can welcome Mr. Yasmin Azemov from Mistral Company. Mr. Yasmin is a CISO and university professor active in the fields of database system, information security, data privacy, forensic analysis, and fraud detection. His topic is handle data with care. Mr. Yasmin, welcome to Security Summit, and the stage is yours.
Thank you, Adis. Okay, just give me a second to share my screen. Okay, do you see my presentation?
Yeah.
Yes, everything is fine.
Okay, and there is no pop-up on the right side of Zoom, just presentation, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Adis, for introduction. Also from my side, hello everybody. Thank you for coming for today to listen this boring afternoon. I hope some interesting topic. And topic is quite interesting in today. Let's say reality COVID-19 outbreak, still with outbreak, and I believe handle data with care will open your vision, your reality, and that you will get some useful information to just rethink your cybersecurity if you have any inside your company or your environments. Okay, this presentation is divided in three sections, and I will try to keep it on a low profile, and that means I don't know current population of audience from other side. Are you professionals, IT security, or decision makers, C-level stack? So just I will try to keep it on the level that anyone can understand what I'm talking about. But this presentation can be really heavy technical, full with technical details. Okay, first section is facts and issues. What is missing, and handle data with care. Actually, the point of this speech. Okay, facts and issues. I will try now in this couple of slides just give you in your face without any packets, without any let's say sweet talk, sugar talk, reality around us, what is going on, and where we are standing in terms of cybersecurity, especially in this data part, because in each cybersecurity incident, which can be on the end data leak, is actually deal with data. Because attackers, individuals, organizations, state-sponsored crimes, we don't know, they're always targeting the data to extract, to modify, to falsify, to actually do some benefits, but malicious benefits from your data. Okay, let's go with this couple examples. I believe each one of you before this COVID-19, maybe once in your lifetime are visiting some hotels in the world, yes. And one of the famous is Marriott. Marriott is hacked actually 2 times in a row in last couple of years. And each time of that, let's say, breach, which for result has data leak, actually we are speaking now about more than 500 million customers' information now in the wild, in the deep web. Personal last name, first name, credit card numbers, what kind of hotels you are using, services in your hotel. So a lot of privacy and maybe compromising details that can be misused. But this is the point. 2 times they didn't learn the lesson on the first time. Okay. I don't know, are you familiar with this data leak? Ashley Madison was before 5 or 4 years at top, and actually it was a cheating site. Cheating site. I will not now go in detail of morality of the story. I don't care. But I'll now just try to explain from technical part, ethical part, and cybersecurity part. This site, actually, maybe you see down below, was past tense, does not exist anymore, was using a lot of security terms. We are safe, we are secure, SSL, cybersecurity, encryption, we keep your data, we delete your data if you want, you just need to pay for it, okay. But none of that statement was actually true. When that data was leaked, 36 million records, I believe, something like that, was shown up in the deep web, was full of last name, first name, pictures, personal messages, orientations, you know, a lot of stuff that can be, and it was the most dirtiest data breach so far, because as a consequences we have suicides, divorces, loss of reputation, legal parties, and so on, etc., etc. So one of the dirtiest so far, but again, none of this leak for itself, data breach and leak for itself, can be really minimized if you just follow the procedure, if you follow the best practices, if you just pay attention what is the risk and mitigate that risk. But in this case, if I say 10 best practices from their side, actually each one of them was failed. So they don't have any, let's say, light point inside this story. Again, Turkish citizen database leak, again, before a couple of years ago, actually almost 50 million records, last name, as you see down below. Actually, this is a real screenshot. I just hide the location where it's found. So these are the real data, real metadata. You see first name, last name, mother, first name, gender, city of birth, date of birth, ID, and so on. And this data, it's a gold mine. It's a gold mine to falsify someone's identity, and it's using for that. So this part is really dangerous. And for the last part of this section, we have winner. I believe in my generation, Yahoo was a term company, shining star in the IT sky of something good, but Yahoo doesn't stand so well in last couple of years, even before this breach. So actually, Yahoo again have a couple of breaches in a row. Someone says 1, 2, 3. I know for 2 of them, and also you can find official data. I will show you later in the slide. Official data of all these data breaches worldwide, where Yahoo is statement for 2 major breaches, and each of them is for 1 billion. So 1 billion for each. So we are speaking about 2 billion records of their customers. So it is almost third of population of planet. So Yahoo is still exists as a company, but I believe no one in the world doesn't have any reliability and sense of security of how they keep our data and how they deal with our data. So again, the point is that they didn't learn a lesson. So the point in each cybersecurity incident to identify what is wrong, how we deal with that, and then back that knowledge on the beginning in the policies, procedures, and try to prevent similar scenarios in the future. So you can easily find, just type in your favorite browser, Google, DuckDuckGo, Yahoo, maybe if you're using. Informations are beautiful and the world's biggest data and breaches. So, and you will get this kind of picture. It's just small screenshot, and you see there's the big names on it. So Facebook, Microsoft, Oxidata, Marriott Hotels. You see them, Twitter, Pakistan Mobile Data, and now Gore 2020 is still going on, and there's a lot of data breaches in this year. But point of this slide is just to give you a hint. These companies have the millions in the budgets for cybersecurity, and they are failing. So this is the point is not that we now to think, wow, how can we deal with that if Microsoft can we are smaller on size, and it's much easier and lighter to organize ourselves on a smaller scale. Maybe we don't have the million, but we have the people, we have the know-how, and we can mitigate a lot of this issue on a smaller scale. So when we are growing on a larger scale, medium-sized, large enterprise scale, we can just pass that knowledge from the small size to the larger size. They feel on part. Each of this company actually have the security somewhere in the background in these years, because security is always look. Let's put it on this way. Management staff, C-level staff, strict board staff always look on the security as an expense. Yes, it is. Security is expensive, but data leak is more expensive. Loss of credibility will cost you more than let us say $20,000 for some feature or some asset in cloud or technology that can help you to prevent and keep your security and prevent data losses. So this company are start to think on security when they are grow up. So now it's hard to from the above put all the security elements down the below because they are large. So that's the point. On the smaller scale, it's much easier to handle this part and handle your data with care. Okay, let's now focus. Put our focus on COVID-19 reality. This is actually data statement from Interpol website, and you can find not only on Interpol site in any cybersecurity or security web page, even the news portals, almost on daily basis put some headlines with this topic: cybercrime, COVID-19 is used, misused, phishing emails just keep coming and coming, and so on. Yes, that's true. This slide maybe will show you how situation is serious at this moment. You see, this graph are showing comparison before COVID and after the COVID, and COVID is still on outbreak situation. You see that this phishing and scam fraud actually it jumped almost 60% in comparison on the normal phishing before COVID. And each of this category of cybercrime, cyberbullying, the cybersecurity risk actually is going sky high, and it will be worse. And if you put your attention on the right part of the slide, I believe we are already past the threshold, and threshold is that someone has died. So far, cybersecurity incident will cost you money, reputation, maybe divorces, and so on. So let's say usual stuff, but again, heavy stuff. But in this case, actually, people are start to die. Why did this man has died? And also, there was two cases that people died because the ransomware attack on German hospital has locked down each PC, each computer, each IT operational piece of equipment. Actually, they stopped to working because they are locked by ransomware. So live support system in that moment is actually failed, and patient has died. So you see that cyber attacks becoming now even more dangerous, life-threatening, and people start to die. And again, I'm sorry to have to say, and I'm sad for that, but this will be practiced, unfortunately, in the future, because the people, organizations who actually stand behind this kind of attacks, I believe really small number of them have the sense of morality, ethics. Because if you have a sense of morality, ethics, you will not at first do that. Even if you do that, you will be careful to not attack in the hospital, schools, children, and so on. So this is our reality, and reality is not so well at this moment. Now, to conclude this part, this is how actually data breach can occur in some scenario. There's a different kind of scenarios, but this is the most common. Again, this is for the persons who actually does not have enough technical knowledge, and I will try to keep it digestible as it is possible in this moment. So each attack can be divided in 4 stages. So the first stage is research, recognition, when again the person, the group, or state, because now at this moment actually we have the state-sponsored crimes, where each state actually trying to do harm to other states, to their infrastructure, for the reason X, Y, Z. We don't know. But it's reality. Even some of the countries in the world at this moment, they have started forming the military divisions of cybercrime, defense and offense. So defense is okay, I will defend myself, but you have the created offense unit inside your army who actually to attack other countries. Maybe if you pay attention for the background virtual background behind me, is actually the screenshot of the second, or the 1 second of the internet usual day. And you see these lines and these circles, actually these are the cyber attacks, the DOS attacks. And each day on internet is something like this. Some days is less, and some days is a more devastating. So it's a reality. So cyber warfare is existing. It's all around us, but we don't hear the bombshells explosion. But explosions are inside. Let's say our virtual new reality. Okay, let's back to the topic. So in the research part, someone will try to collect as much as possible information from the social network, media, people who actually know your business, ex-employees. So there's a full stack of the potential vectors where you can research something. Even now on the individual level, we can research each one of us online to collect information from the social media. And that information can be used or misused to do some good or harm. In this case harm. So when the attacker finds the vector of attack, they will try to deploy payload. Payload can be phishing email, malicious link, web page, fraud sites, name it. So you can imagine how people like to put in their PCs the USB drives who actually they found somewhere. One of the common attack on that level, that someone actually create the payload on USB stick and put you somewhere in your sightseeing, and you will see, wow, USB drive. Let's see what it is on it. Just put it inside. If you don't have valid antivirus or anti-malware software solution inside your PC or laptop or whatsoever, then there's a big chance that you will get payload or keylogger or backdoor or Trojan horse or something in that scale. Again, when they deploy that payload, let's say it's a phishing email, most common attack in these days. On the company level, when you deploy, I don't know, 100, 2 emails, 1,000, depends on the scale. Always will one person at least will click. Always, it's a by default rule. So always, why? It's rule. They will click. So now, if you are working as an administrator, if you don't have the malware scan behind, if you don't have the layers of security in front of you, then that click can be fatal. If you have this layer of security, something will jump in and say you are clicking on something, and that something is trying to write on your hard drive. It's trying to copy. It's trying to something. And this is the first alert that you need to put your focus on and say stop. I will call my IT support. I will call my security department. I will call my security friends to actually help me, I will just stop with this action. But the most people will not stop their action. They will click. And when you have the payload inside your environment, each environment it is focused on the outside threat, not from inside threat. So we are putting the firewalls, scanners, VPN tunnels in front of us, but the focus is not on inside threats. I will say more that later on the presentation. So this malware will spread, and now attacker has the access. Now he or she or group or state can simply spend a time, one day, couple of weeks, couple of months, years. There was a situation where our attackers was inside their perimeter of the company more than 1 year, and nobody have a clue they are in. Just finding data, put that data somewhere on the network, open the port on some service, and easily put data, also pulling data out outside your environment and use that data for something. Yeah. Okay. And these are all possible scenarios of data stealing, data breaches, actually. Again, these are the mostly technical terms, but again, I believe the most of you can recognize at least one potential risk in your environment. Let's see, backup files of data, of your personal files, of your company files, data and log files on any scale, oversight permission, simple copy and paste from an application. For example, operator has the screen with I don't know, with some grid, with some data, financial data. Maybe their data are classified. Simple screenshot, simple copy and paste to Notepad, copy to mail, send to me, to someone else, will pull that data outside your environment. ETL export options, SQL injection, phishing, backdoor, social engineering, hacking, and so on and so on. And you see on this diagram on the right, each of these type of possible scenarios, the 90% of them is actually hacked. So there is a first name, last name, or organization name or state name behind that attack, and they are believe me, they are just becoming better and better in this scenario. Okay, and now this diagram is showing. This diagram actually should open our eyes. This diagram is actually is again from the same page. Informations are beautiful. You can pull this data in CSV file and put in your Excel sheet, Google sheet, and simply do your magic to create your own diagram to visualize more appropriate for you. But this is actually trend diagram. You see the laptops, databases, email, and tapes, because the tapes are really heavily still used on archive and backups layer. You see that we are making comparison of the number of attempts, success, and calculate the total risk in each category. And you see that number of attempts is almost the same between laptops and databases. But the number of successful one is far low beyond on the laptop level than on the database level. So now we are speaking about tricky part. Let's stop here for a second. I created the IT department. I put money on your education. We have put money on security. We use encryption, but still databases are the most vulnerable part of our environments. Now, each organization should evaluate themselves to see in which segment they are failing, because these are official data. These a lot of breaches when they are by the law need to report this breach, and they say they are failing on this part, and we are failing on database part, and these data actually are on this area. And you see that this red line is going sky high. So total risk is almost more than 60% on the scale. So we need to pay attention on this, because this is why I create this presentation, handle data with care, just because this red line. Okay, what is missing? A lot of stuff is missing. I can speak about it, now 10 hours on this part, what is missing, and I would like maybe to hear your comments later on the Q&A session to tell me maybe your side of the story, your scenarios and your opinions, what is missing inside your businesses, is inside your companies, inside your processes to actually, but from the focus of the cyber security. So, do we or you have? Let's first focus on the right part, compliance. If we are using standards, practices, laws, risk analysis, audit laws, regulation, and so on, then we are on the good track. Because simple, security is a process, not final state. Simply, we will never achieve total security. It is impossible, because after let's use simple example. If we are using the patching of Windows, you are installing the last security patch last night in 1 o'clock in the morning. In the 1 o'clock, and 1 minute later, you are unsecure, because you don't know, is there any backdoor or zero-day exploit inside that patch, or there is an exploit that actually no one knows that actually is existing. So that's why there is no total security. We are just trying to achieve biggest ratio on that journey. So if your company does not have security on the strategic level, CISO, SISO, security, cybersecurity, the name is not important. On the C level, on the level where actually money goes, where the decision actually going from the vertically, from the management to the operational level. If you don't have the person or persons on that level, which they can see where is the problem, where is the risk, then any security story inside your environment is actually maybe is out of control, because it will depend not on the strategy, not on the rule book. It will depend on the individuals. Maybe Yasmin knows something, and I will force my knowledge inside my project team, inside my group, but it will be just small ecosystem. So team B will not know how we are dealing with I don't know, 2FA or BitLocker encryption in Windows, because they don't know that they can use that. So this kind of story needs to be delegated from the C level of staff. Then you need to be compliant by standards, because each standard will help you to actually put your company on the right track. ISO, GDPR, HIPAA, SCCPR, name it. Again, just pick one that actually is most close to your business and try to implement it. It's a heavy task. It's a heavy duty. You can't just simply say I want to be ISO and magic stick ISO done. No, it's a process. You need to have the team of dedicated people at least for 1 year, and before that year, you need to have the stage, the scene, to prepare everything to actually start to create ecosystem that will be ISO or GDPR or HIPAA or something else compliant. That will produce a lot of policy documents, 2FA policy, encryption policy, VPN policy, remote work policy, because in this COVID-19 outbreak, we are at home. Now, I'm at home now, I'm speaking to you virtually. So if I, in my daily tasks, does not following procedures, if I'm not doing that, then I will jeopardize myself, and my company and my colleagues. And actually, on the end of the day, I will compromise the business, entire business. Why? Because I want to use on my own hunch, and I will not go for procedure. So I will not use VPN, and I will go around VPN tunnel if it is possible. Then I can, I don't know, do whatever I want to do, and nobody will see or try to prevent me if you don't have the policy procedures and you don't have the enforcement of that policy procedures. Last but not least, this security specialist or ethical hacker. If you are a company, not only IT company, this is not story about IT now. We are speaking about IT as a tool who can help you to actually be more secure. And you need to really think to try to find the person, security specialist or ethical hacker, who will try to penetrate your environment ethically. So you are paying that person or persons to actually do that. So they will try to penetrate your projects, your VPN, your email. They will try the same scenarios. They will try the same scenarios as a real attacker, but on an ethical way. When they find the risk and the exploit, they will say, okay, team I, team B, team C, management staff, we have find the way how we can copy your backup files outside our environment. Please fix that. So this is simple. Again, this person will try to penetrate from inside. So now I am a just regular employee, but malicious one. And this is the most important part in this COVID-19 reality. We need to rethink our cybersecurity, that just pull the perimeter from outside to inside, even in this distributed ecosystem, because the company is for example, my company is all around the BH, Europe, USA. So we are everywhere. So we are not in our offices now. So the perimeter is not now in Sarajevo or somewhere else. We are now spread all around the world. So we need to think for each employee as a security endpoint, and it is. So each employee is a security endpoint, and you need to pay attention on that. And finally, you need to have incident response team. That team will jump in to actually save you when things go wrong, and things will go wrong on some scale, maybe some small incident breach, some medium size, or God forbid, some serious breach story. Okay. Again, what is missing is a threat modeling. Again, this is not about technology. The threat model can be used in each scenario, in each state, in each stage of your product. So if you are creating, I don't know, video cameras, selling that, video surveillance, software, I don't know, physical security, you can use threat model as a formal method to formalize the process of trying to find the risk inside your system and create the formal approach to mitigate that risk. So actually, it is an engineering task. It's engineering task just to create, put a tool, put a paper, put a sheet of paper, and just say, okay, I had process A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and in E I had this. So where are the risks in, for example, login screen, in video camera, where the risk in entering of the building. So when you have the risks on the paper, you know the steps how to mitigate them. So on the end of the day, you have the couple of paper or the booklet paper with the procedures how to actually prevent a lot of security incidents before even they exist inside you. So, but without threat modeling, without this part, again, it's depending on the individual. Our individual have that kind of knowledge or skill set to actually implement some kind of hybrid approach to prevent with their thinking, with their approach, something that can happen in the future with this kind of story. But it will be not systematically. It will be not on the company wide level. Okay, and Now the technical part of story. So I'll keep it try it for the end. Again, I will here also try to keep not so heavy. Again, I will make light intro. Then I will jump on the database level with the concrete stuff, with concrete features and concrete technology, how we can handle your data with care and prevent and mitigate. First mitigate, then prevent potential cybersecurity risk or incident that can occur inside your company. Okay. So couple of times in this presentation, I had mentioned the term inner threat, especially again now speaking from the COVID-19, because our lives are changed now. So we like it or not, our life will be changed in the future. Yes, COVID-19 will stop at some point in time. I hope it will be soon. But this new mindset of virtual world, of virtual meetings, virtual remote working, actually the people are becoming fine with it. It's becoming the common. And if you follow the news, Facebook, Google, Twitter, LinkedIn, and the largest company, especially in IT sector, where it's easy to implement, are giving for their employees let's say forever now, from now and in the future, you can choose. You want to work from home, or want to work from office, or some kind of hybrid approach, couple of days in office, one day, and other days I will be at my home. So now, when I say the perimeter is going outside your company and spreading all around the world. So each employee now is becoming security endpoint. So again, when you rethink your security, old mindset, my employees are here, will give you full sense of security because they're not here. They're using Wi-Fi, open public networks. Maybe networks they compromise. Maybe, I don't know, someone has sniffed the network. So you don't know, because anything is possible here. So you can't simply just say it will not happen to me. So it is not way of how security is working. So you need to think about so-called zero security trust model. What it means? It means that each asset, employee, endpoint will be equally treated as an outside threat, no matter where you are living or sitting. So far, inner threats are inside, and we are cool, we are fine. From outside, we are within China Great Wall, firewall, and we're defending ourselves. But now threat is coming inside. So simply, we are just put our borders inside and outside and say, now we don't trust anybody. So we are all the potential risk. You are all the enemies, simple as that. So again, I trust you, but I'll verify you, simple as that. So yes, you're my buddy, my colleague, but when you're speaking about security, you need to pass this process, and there is no going back, and there is no going around, there is no backdoor. You are simply, if you are working in office, you will need to pass same procedure as a people, as an individual outside our network. So simple rule is not enough to ensure security and privacy elements inside your company. So the physical data stealing, again, is the most common scenario inside. We are not speaking about inside threat, because employees are with their VPNs inside the company, inside the perimeter. So yes, I'm sitting now maybe in New York, but I'm on the digital level, I'm inside my company in Sarajevo. So I can access any asset, any data, if I have permission to do that. So you always need to think that not every and each attention of the individual is the same. Yes, we are all good people, I hope, but we don't know what can change in my mind, in your mind, in our minds, to actually become malicious. We don't know. So each person had a point when they can fail or crack under the pressure. We don't know. So that's why zero trust security is actually the future model of security. So inside threat can easily attach, detach, and copy each document and bring out. So if you don't have audit mechanism to actually say, Yasmin, before 5 days ago, has copied SQL Server backup and on his computer, and something has wrong, that backup has shown up in deep web, and that backup has compromised my company. If we don't have that information, so anybody and each one of us with that permission can be under the surveillance. So who is actually do that? If you don't have video surveillance, if you don't have the audit logs, you simply can't point and finger and say you have done that. Again, this is on the database level. Again, on the level above, so regular administrator on the network, on the system, in the cloud, with permissions big enough, can access each file in file system. So each that vertical line of security, a horizontal line later, and that can be simply jumped in from the above to down below, from the persons with the admin rights. So again, this is again another story, how we can prevent administrators in the cloud and on the prem and on the hybrid level to actually do that stuff. Again, zero trust model can solve that problem, and there is actually implementation of that story. Okay, mitigation. So what are the techniques that you can use to mitigate and prevent and minimize? So let's speak about a minute of each of these words. So mitigate is actually when things goes wrong, to actually how we can prevent that not happen ever again. So we are mitigating the threat. Or with mitigation, we can prevent even before it will happen. But on the level of minimizing the threat. So this is a part when the damage has already been done. So your data has been gone. They are outside. They are on all over the news database of company X. But if you are implemented one of these features here, then these data simply can't be used. So yes, I have your backup, but you can simply just look at the backup and smile and say that's it. Why? Because I use using strong encryption. I use password policy. I use 2FA. You can't access. You can access to that files. So yes, you have made an attack on me. You put my assets, but that assets are useful, so you can use them. So you can use table or column encryption. I will show you that later, and this is the technical part of this presentation. Again, you can, and table and column are the concrete stuff. Okay, table, employees, customers, patients, whatsoever, and columns, credit card numbers, passwords, usernames, emails, whatsoever. I can just targetedly protect this specific column or specific table. So if table goes out, then these concrete sensitive data will be useful. So Ashley Madison scenario before on the beginning, their database. Actually, it was MySQL. It was MySQL the database, and everything inside was in clear text. Passwords, credit card numbers, and everything else. So nothing was encrypted. So imagine that they had used one of these techniques. Yes, they will steal their data, but I believe the outcome scenario will be far, far less serious than it was. Again, encrypt your backups always. Use volume encryption, BitLocker. I believe many of you here is using Windows. Okay, maybe Linux, maybe macOS. Okay, but majority is using Windows. And now each one of you can ask yourself a question: Am I using BitLocker as an encryption feature of Windows to protect my drive? So we are not speaking now about laptop as a component of the physical device. This device maybe is 1,000 euros, 2,000, depending on the scale. But the data on the drive may be source code of application, sensitive document, pictures, my personal files, and so on. That data have the biggest price, far away bigger price. Maybe the source code is a million, and your laptop is 1,000 euro. So million, 1,000. And only thing that can stand in front of an attacker to make it hard for him is actually encryption of your hard drive natively. So if you are not using BitLocker, and there is also macOS and Linux version of this, please activate this feature, because simple, if you lose your laptop and if someone steals your laptop, your password on login screen means nothing. So it can be easily just go around and I'm inside your system. But if you have BitLocker, then your hard drive, and you have strong PIN, strong password, then so that they can crack it for thousands of years. So they will not do it, believe me, in this stage of IT technology. And again, also limit the number of admin staff. Use audit policy. You need to log everything. You log everything in each level and on each scale, because these logs, when things go wrong, are the first step to actually jump in and see, okay, someone has passed our firewall. Let's see in the log files what is wrong and how things has become wrong. And also, please don't carry any sensitive stuff on your personal laptop at home. Now, this sentence, this statement is in collision with COVID-19, but yes, we can discuss about that maybe later if you have time. Okay, now concrete. SQL Server is my favorite DB engine in the world, and I work in SQL Server for almost 20 years. To be honest, on the security scale, on the encryption feature scale, has the one of the best options. So when you install SQL Server, operating system level actually will create service master key, and now on the database level, each DB will have their own encryption key, and that key is encrypted with the key above. In this case, service master key. So to actually use the key, DM key, you need to have SM key. Later, on the table level, on the column level, I can use as many keys as I want. So now, sky is the limit, and my imagination is the limit. So I can do whatever. But each key in the scale is guarded and protected by key above. So in theory and practice, if you pull database backup copy, so we are back now here, I detach the backup, or I detach data file, and I'm now here, and I put that backup file on my PC. Without all this scale of keys, that backup is useless. To copy all these keys, you need to have the full access to physical device. And if someone have the access to physical device on that level, then you have another problem, not only with cybersecurity, with security on each level later in your company. Again, about algorithms, there is a story which one is the best and so on. In encryption, the number in the name of the algorithm is actually the strength. So it's a length of the key size. So when you are speaking about symmetric, one key is for encryption and one key is for the same key for the decryption. AES is the standard. And AES-256 is the most usable standard and the most strongest standard in that scale. So each company now, it's actually military grade. So police, CIA, ABI, and each military in the world organization is using AES-256 to protect their data on this scale with this algorithm. On the asymmetric part, we have two keys. One key is to encrypt, and the other key is for decryption. Again, the number is a key one, but the number are biggest. So RSA 2048 or the strongest one currently 4096. Actually, each one is the double size of one below. Is a key that you can use, and it can't be broken if you are using the strong password, and if you have key management policy on some decent scale. Okay, and this is how one column actually looks like. This column is actually first name, and this column is encrypted with symmetric key. So if someone actually now steal this data, detach this database, hack my database, and pull out this data without the key, because they can't access the keys, because the keys are protected, so they need to be protected and guarded, will have this information. So simply they can look on it. Yes, they can try brute force attack, and it means I will now try each possible combination of the keys, characters to actually to penetrate, but it will take a lot of time, years, thousands of years, millions of years, depending on the resources of the other side to actually can be used to brute force this key. So yes, this first name can be a password, can be a credit card number, can be patient diagnosis, can be grades of students, can be the questions on the exams. So now you need to think in your policies, inside your environments, what kind of data need to be protected, and this is the threat model. So the threat model will actually point the finger and say, yes, these data later columns on that level need to be guarded with extra security to protect them if they fall in the wrong hands. Okay, and almost to conclude, better than nothing. What it means? It means if you don't have the databases, if you don't have the money to pay for expensive features, but now these features are quite cheap because everything is the cloud now. So you can get by default for really small amount of money default encryption features that can be really hard to implement on-prem because they're too expensive. Yes, these things are changing now, but still these features, if you want to implement them on-premise, can be quite expensive. But there's a lot of tools, open source tools that can be used to help you here. This is a 7-zip. 7-zip is open source archive program, actually creating the zip RAR or 7-zip archives. And this, if you see now below, this 7-zip can encrypt archive with AES-256, the highest key length currently on the market. So you can encrypt your database with 7-zip later to keep your database, to keep your files, your profiles, your pictures, but your everything on more secure way. If you are using weak passwords from the dictionary, this can be easily broken. So in less than a second. But if you're using passwords, strong passwords, 2FA, password vaults, then you can have a decent security hygiene in zero euro, $0, zero time. It actually is up to you. Okay. And finally, 5 minutes before official end, to have the time for some additional question, if you have it, about me. Jasmin Zembovic, I'm already introduced on the beginning. Currently, CISO in Mistral company. Actually, security before CISO position was my task as a professor, as a consulting in last 20 years. Also, I'm professor and I'm Microsoft MVP in data platform. And actually, I try to combine my two loves in IT, databases and security. And actually, this handle data with care is intersection of these sets, data and cybersecurity. You can reach me with my handle at Jasmin Zemovic in each of these services to actually to speak with me, to see my posts, my blog, my GitHub, and in most of the services you can find useful information and not details of my private life, because I don't share anything private online by it's a security issue. Okay, questions? If you have questions, please let me know.
Thank you very much, Jasmin. It was a really great presentation, and thank you for your time. So if someone have any question, please you can use chat box to, or if not, Jasmin is registered here and you can get in contact during the security summit and after the summit. So please get in contact with Jasmin for any additional question that you may have. Once again, I want to thank you, all of you, especially Jasmin and his company Mistral. So we will be in touch, and stay healthy, stay safe. Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmin.
Thank you, Theo. Thank you all who actually listened to the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best. Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye. We have to go forward. Thanks. Ekipa, čujemo se.
Čujemo, naravno, tu smo, i dalje idemo live.
Čekamo
Gospodina Taylora, je li?
Tako je, čekamo Taylora.
Može, ja ću malo međuvremenu podijeliti platformu.
To okej. U2, šta? Jesi u 12 je pušten? Ovo smo ranije. Moment. Onaj. Čujemo se.
Čujemo se, tu smo, evo, još uvijek nam nije gospodin Taylor
Evo, zovemo me
prijavio.
na telefon.
Važi.
Ne javlja se, jel? Daj malo s mopta zovemo. Daj mopta, daj koji je.
Samo da ti javim, Matice, da sam te mutirao čisto dok pričaš na telefonu, da to se ne čuje.
Halo, čujemo se.
Čujemo se.
Imamo problem s ovim predavačem, znači ne znamo da li će se uopće pojaviti. U Americi je, ne znam šta da radim, evo sad će ga ovaj menadžer kontaktirati, znači poslao sam mail, poslao sam obavijest, zvao sam ga nedostupan. Evo čekam ovog menadžera da ga on pokuša dobiti, ako on ne dobije, morat ćemo skratiti prezentaciju.
Važi nikakav problem, ja sam pustio ide platforma na live, tako da možeš brige.
Idem li ja na live, ne idem?
Mislim da ne.
Molim?
Mislim da ne, što je uključen share screen. Ne vidimo sliku, ali čujemo te, isto da znaš. Na live, mislim.
Samo. Can we go live?
We are live. We are still live.
Okay. So we have some issue. Mr. Tero is having trouble connecting from the US, so we must apologize for the technical issue. The time limit is too short now to find another speaker and deliver this in the next 20 minutes. So Mr. Tero will record his presentation and we will deliver to all audience and to all registered participants. So once again, we apologize on behalf of organizer and Mr. Taylor, and stay with us. Thank you very much.
Mi se gasimo, tako možemo uključiti, da skidamo slajd.
Ok, može.